I'm Paul.
I'm Devin.
Together, we're Dads and Dice, two dads who like to play some games during our free time.
That's right, and today we are reviewing Maul Peak by Pencil First Games. This is the sequel to Skulk Hollow, which for Paul and I is a game we completely love. We had found at a BGG con in, I think it was 2019.
Yeah.
And we played it. We picked it up, having never seen it before. Played it. Easy rules. Loved it. Paul ended up buying it. And now, here we are with the sequel. Maul Peak is a two-player asymmetrical game where one person is playing the ancient guardian that has risen up and the other, the Grizzars, trying to take it down. If you're that guardian player, you have some sort of win condition or possibly just trying to take out all of those Grizzars while trying to defend yourself because the Grizzars are trying to take out each of your body parts and totally take out all of your damage.
Yeah, so if you know anything about us, we generally play our games at two-player. Like Devin mentioned in the intro, Skulk Hollow was a game that we were just kind of had some downtime. We wanted to learn something new. We saw it, looked at the rule book, realized it was really easy, and then, just started playing it. We absolutely loved it. When we saw the news that they were releasing a sequel to it, we just knew it was something that we had to have, right? And getting it to the table, getting it played, I think it was just such a good addition to Skulk Hollow because it's just more of the same, and we absolutely loved it, so now we get more of it.
Yeah, they really did. It's exactly that. It is more of the same game. And in a good way. A lot of times you can put more of the same game and it bloats it, right? Well, this is really, it's just the same game, but more of it. But you can also mix it with the old game. And so, I don't know, it's done really well. If you've played Skulk Hollow before, if you like Skulk Hollow, you're gonna like this because you'll understand you're gonna have, instead of Foxen, you've got these grizzly bears, the Grizzars, right? I can't remember what they were called in Skulk Hollow. I think they were ancients.
That sounds right.
Now it's the guardians, right? But ultimately, it's still, you got your one big creature against a whole overwhelming force of guys, and just, I don't know, I really do enjoy this game. I think one of the things that I enjoy so much is that every time you play it and every time you play one of the different guardians, whether you're going up against them or you're actually playing that guardian, it's a different game. All the guardians have a different win condition. You have the frost guy that's trying to freeze the guys and then capture them inside himself.
His cell,
right? Yeah, his cell. You have the spider that's trying to web up the people and then take them over to the lair. You have the Hydra that has that confusion deck, and the confusion deck, all it does is add to the Grizzar's hand, right? And they then are stuck with cards that
bloating
are
up their deck.
Yeah, bloating up their deck. You have the lady and her dogs. It's just all of them have these different win conditions, and so it's different whether you're playing them or playing against them. It is a different tactical game.
And the great thing about that is these rules are super simple to learn. It's very easy. The rule book's not thick at all. You're able to pick it up and read it. And it is an asymmetrical game, but once you've played one of them, you understand the mechanics of the game. And so moving from one guardian to another, you don't really have to learn any new rules or mechanisms. It's just a slightly different gameplay that changes it enough to make it exciting, but not enough to make it difficult or bogged down or anything like that. So they did a really good job at giving those base mechanics to everything.
Yeah, and the game really, it's on the, I would say, lighter or mid-weight side of games. But I think it's good. It's really good. All you do is you draw a hand of cards, various amounts depending on who exactly you're playing, and have a various amount of actions that are dictated kind of by the cards that you have. And so it's taking that decision of, okay, I got these cards and I'm gonna chain these actions together. I'm gonna do this turn. Then you just draw up and the opponent does the same and you keep going. And the games are played really quick.
Yeah, I want to say about 40, 45 minutes or so.
Yeah, and honestly, I think even when we did a playthrough of it, it was like 45 minutes, but most of the time we've gotten this done in 35 probably. We had one that finished up really quick in like 30 minutes. And yeah, set up, clean up, all that is just really quick. You can get it to the table, play it, and put it all up in 45 minutes.
Yeah, and talking about setup is super easy, right? So we'll talk a little bit about what's in the box. There's a real nice insert in there. There are 5 different tuck boxes, 4 for the Guardians, 1 for the actual Grizzards. And then, everything is in that box. So setup is super easy. You literally get out that tuck box, get out the cards, any special components that are in the tuck box, you'll set up. And then once you actually have it set up on the table presence is awesome. I absolutely love, they have like the map, and that's where you'll be moving. But then there's a whole nother board, and it's the Guardian. And they're all different depending on which Guardian you're actually fighting. And then you can actually get your little bear meeples onto the Guardian and moving around and doing damage. And just when it's out on the table, it just looks so awesome. It's just really great to look at. It's a fun addition to what is already a great game.
Yeah, and Paul mentioned all of that and didn't even mention you get not only the gigantic Guardian board, you have a very good sized, chunky wooden Guardian meeple, right?
And they're all different.
Yeah, they could have easily, gone lesser production, made it a cardboard standee, right? Made it a smaller Guardian figure because you already have that big Guardian map or cardboard cutout thing. But no, they gave you a pretty chunky meeple, and that's awesome.
Everything about it has been a hit for us so far.
Yeah, so I don't think we really have that much more to say about it. We really do enjoy this game. We really do recommend this game. And also, I don't know if it was quite mentioned, we mentioned Skulk Hollow several times. And if you like Skulk Hollow, this is just another home run, right? Yeah. But this game is completely standalone. Yes. You don't have to get Skulk Hollow. And honestly, the minor little tweaks that they added to this, if you don't have either one, this is probably the one to lean toward. So we highly recommend it. But that's kind of all we've got. We appreciate, as always, you watching this. Please like, comment, subscribe. All those things help us, help our channel grow. We'll see you on the next one. 2, 1, go.
Are we starting over?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.